The US dollar, once untouchable, unchallenged, the backbone of global finance. But now, it's under attack. For decades, the dollar has been the world's reserve currency, giving America unparalleled economic power. But a new alliance is forming. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are pushing to challenge the dollar's dominance, and they're gaining momentum. So is this the beginning of the end for the US dollar? Could the BRICS nations create a new financial order? And most importantly, what does this mean for you? This isn't just economic theory. This is about power, your money, your future, your country's place in the world. And the stakes? They've never been higher. To understand what's at risk, we need to talk about why the dollar is so dominant in the first place. Since World War II, the US dollar has been the foundation of the global economy. It's the world's primary reserve currency. It's used in nearly 90% of all foreign exchange transactions. It's the currency of global trade, especially oil. This dominance gives America enormous power. The US can print money without triggering a debt crisis like other nations. It can impose devastating sanctions. It can finance massive deficits with little consequence. The world runs on dollars, and that keeps America on top. But what happens if that changes? What happens if countries stop using the dollar? The answer is simple: America loses power. And right now, that's exactly what BRICS is trying to make happen. BRICS isn't just a political group, it's an economic powerhouse. Together, these 5 nations account for over 40% of the world's population and nearly 30% of global GDP. And they're growing fast. China is the world's second largest economy and is aggressively pushing for alternatives to the dollar. Russia, under heavy US sanctions, has turned to China and India for trade, bypassing the dollar entirely. Brazil and South Africa are increasing trade in their own currencies. And India? It's been making deals to settle oil and other imports without the dollar. But BRICS isn't stopping there. They're talking about something bigger, creating a new currency. A BRICS reserve currency backed by commodities like gold, oil, and rare earth minerals. Think about what that means. If BRICS succeeds, the global financial system shifts, the demand for dollars drops, and the power America has wielded for decades, it starts to slip away. For years, de-dollarization, the push to move away from the dollar, was seen as impossible. But now, it's happening in real time. Russia and China are settling trade in yuan. Saudi Arabia is discussing selling oil in currencies other than the dollar. Even the International Monetary Fund is warning that the world is gradually moving towards a multi-currency system. And here's the kicker. Central banks around the world are buying gold at record levels. Why? Because they see what's coming. They're preparing for a world where the US dollar is no longer king. This shift isn't just theoretical, it's happening right now. And the question is, can America stop it? So what if BRICS succeeds? What if the dollar loses its reserve status? The consequences for the US would be devastating. Inflation would skyrocket as demand for dollars collapses. The government would struggle to finance its debt. Interest rates would surge. The cost of living, it would explode. And America's ability to sanction rogue nations? Gone. Without dollar dominance, US economic power crumbles. China and Russia would dictate global financial rules. The balance of power shifts, and for you, your saving, your investments, your purchasing power, all at risk. So can America stop this? The US government isn't sitting still. It's working to strengthen alliances. It's expanding military and economic partnerships. And most importantly, it's using its most powerful tool, the Federal Reserve, raising interest rates, tightening the money supply, making the dollar stronger. These moves make the dollar more attractive, discouraging nations from moving away from it. But is it enough? Or is America already too late? This is the most important economic battle of our time, the fight for financial dominance, the fight for America's future. So, what do you think? Is the dollar in real danger? Can BRICS succeed? And if they do, what happens next? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. And if you want to stay ahead of global economic shifts, subscribe to Econ Atlas. We break down the biggest financial and geopolitical stories so you stay informed, prepared, and ahead of the curve. Because in a world that's changing fast, knowledge is power.